This is Sarah Squires bringing you behind the headlines for today's edition of YO Today Newsroom. Today, I am so fortunate to be joined here in the studio by Karen Yongue and Darla Griffin. They're with Help for Health Hospice. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, today we are really setting our sights on an exciting event coming up here on April 16th. It is a very special fundraiser for Help for Health. It's called Power of the Purse. But before we get into some of those details, I wanted to sort of start at the beginning here and make sure that we're all aware of all of the services that are provided, the resources and that make us so fortunate to live here that are offered by Help for Health. Now, Karen, I'm wondering if you can kind of go over some of the programs that are offered, and we know about hospice, but what else have you got going on at Help for Health?
Well, thank you. Help for Health Hospice is a nonprofit organization, and I think everybody knows that we have a hospice home. It is a beautiful facility that houses 5 beds for those patients who need inpatient care. But we also offer services in their home. If the patient chooses to be in their home during this period of time, we will go see them. We will address their special needs. We have social workers or social services, chaplains, nurses, CNAs, and you are able to be in your own home. You don't have to leave to go to the doctor. Our medical directors will take care of those issues for you. We also offer services in nursing homes or assisted living facilities. So we are all over the place in being able to offer services to our community. In addition to that, we have a program called Home Services. And this is a private pay program, and it's for those that just need a little bit of help in their home. Our home services can help you with grocery shopping, light housekeeping, meal preparation. Our Home Services Plus is a certified nursing assistant going into the home, and they can actually help with bathing, dressing, grooming, plus all the programs that we offer in the basic home services program. This is a great opportunity for those who really want to stay in their home, but they're unsafe at doing some housekeeping chores or are unable to do their grocery shopping. This keeps them in their home environment. We have a fair amount of families that are not local and they're concerned about their parents. So they start this program and we communicate with them on a regular basis, giving them peace of mind that their loved ones are being well cared for.
So it sounds like those services are all kind of interrelated in some ways.
They are, and I almost forgot, we do have bereavement services. And this is not just for our families that we have served, it's for the community. And it is at the library the first Thursday. Second, I was close, second of each month, and anybody can attend those in the community.
Well, that is wonderful. Now, Darla, I wanted to turn to you to kind of get the skinny here on what's coming up. As I mentioned before, the Power of the Purse is a very special and important fundraiser for Help for Health. It's coming up here on April 16th. It's at the Riverton Holiday Inn. You can get your tickets, if I've got this number correct, by calling 856-1206. Now, what have you got in store for us, Darla?
Well, we have, this is our 3rd annual Power of the Purse. We have community members donate gently used purses. We have 3 of them here with us. They, after we accept the purses, we go out and ask for donations, not only throughout the community, but throughout the state. And then we fill the purses with those items, whether it be adventures, personal care products, jewelry. We even have a tad bit of alcohol that will be added to the purses as well. We started this just as a kind of a second fundraiser. Our board of directors do the Denim and Diamonds. That's the large fundraiser in the fall. And so then here 3 years ago, we thought, well, let's let the employees play in the game. So we started this Power of the Purse. The first year it was held at the country club, and we outgrew it in a heartbeat. So we've moved it down to the Holiday Inn, and they have graciously accepted us. And we will be doing a fajita bar. The tickets are $25. That gets you in the door, the fajita bar, but it also enters you in a raffle. So we will put together a basket of items that we have received, and that will be drawn for one person, just the name on the back of your ticket, and we'll draw one out towards the end of the evening. So we have that. After the fajita bar and everybody socializes a little bit, we'll have the silent auction going. Not sure how many purses we'll have in them yet, but we'll have the silent auction going, and then we'll have Bryce Westlake, our auctioneer, do a live auction on purses as well. And so you have an opportunity to bid on a purse, either silent or live. And then we have some bins full of a purse for everyone. We'll have $5, $10, $15, $20 purses. And I see it's kind of like a farm sale where you have this box and you just dig through it to see what's at the bottom. So everyone will be able to go out with a purse if they choose. And then those that are fortunate enough to wave enough, they'll go out with a purse with a whole lot of items in it. And it'll be the same thing. You dig to the bottom to see what's in the bottom of that purse.
Yeah, I mean, I know there are probably plenty of us, ladies who, I myself, the strap's getting a little worn on my purse. I really love it, but I'm thinking, oh, it's time. And I know I do have some friends who maybe have a purse problem, but here you can say, hubby, this is for a good cause.
Right.
So I can break all the rules and get all the purses, right? So
Yes,
this
you
is
can.
your
Yes,
ticket,
you
your
can.
absolute ticket to not only supporting a good cause, but really kind of supporting the core mission of Help for Health Hospice. Karen, I'm wondering if you can talk to us about the importance of this community support for Help for Health and the work that you do.
Well, first of all, when we have this fundraiser, we are so amazed at the support from the community. People donate. People are very, very gracious, not only donating purses, but their time in putting this together, and we're so grateful. Also would like to thank St. James Episcopal Church. They're our 2026 Spotlight supporter and sponsor. Hospice is such an important program available to people who are in need or at the end of their life. What I would like to stress about hospice is the support that we give is not just for the last week or two of your life. Our goal is to support you with dignity, pain control, support your loved ones through the process. We have amazing staff and amazing resources that will make this time dignified for you. And I wish that people would reach out earlier in the process. I know hospice may have a negative connotation at times, people thinking it's just for the very end, but it's not. It is for earlier intervention so that we can provide you comfort and dignity.
Yeah, if you have not experienced the support of the hospice program, I just want to say, as a loved one, a family member, trying to navigate end-of-life care or even, kind of earlier on in the picture can feel so isolating and it can be really scary, and it's hard to know what to do. But to have hospice guide you through that, to have, a knowledgeable team who's there for you, that understands the situation that you're in, the choices that you're having to make, and, how to support your loved one and kind of ease your worries, because they can of course feel that too and feel
Correct.
that same those same pressures as well. It is just so wonderful. I can't stress enough, and to be able to support the people who are providing this service in our community, so that we're so fortunate here to have a local team here to help.
You said something I'd like to build on. You said choices, and that is very important. The patient is in charge of what they want. They get to choose how they want this to go. Do they want to come into the hospice home? Do they want to stay at home? And choice is such an important part of our program. We recognize that people have different opinions and different views on how the end of life should be. We honor and respect and support those beliefs.
Yes, it's I think at the heart of the work that you do, and it is so valuable. Just can't stress that enough. And I think this is such a wonderful opportunity for us to give back and to show that support for the work that you all do. Now, I'm thinking in the back of my head, how can we support this power of the purse? Of course, the first thing to do is to get your tickets and show up. That's coming up here on April 16th. It's at the Riverton Holiday Inn. The doors open at 6:30, and you can get your hands on tickets. They're just $25 by calling 856-1206, or you can stop in at 1240 College View Drive. Now, I'm wondering, Darla, for those of us who maybe have that purse problem, we might be, if you open that closet door, you might have to step back a little bit for the avalanche coming out. Can we donate to the auction? Is there still time left to do that?
You can donate year round your gently used purses. We will accept them. There might be we don't have an opportunity to use every purse that we receive. Especially those that are higher quality, we may save until next year and use them. Once in a while think that the community will run out of purses, but that's not true. That's not true at all. They get it. And not only do we have our auctions and that throughout the evening, we also play trivia games. So on each table, we'll have a purse that will have either flowers or a plant or something in them. And when they win a trivia question, then they get to receive one of the centerpieces. So that's kind of a fun part of the evening, is to have that opportunity to, we give the knowledge, so they're learning in a fun way about hospice and what we do.
Oh, that's exciting. Now, for some of us are probably sitting here, we're getting multiple tickets here. We're bringing our loved one, and maybe he's not a huge fan of purses. But I know that you've got some pretty cool auction items that we should make sure to go over here too. What are some of the kind of top dog prizes?
Well, I worked, because I'm involved in a lot of different activities throughout the state. Adventures are what people want. I love the little trinkets. The jewelry's nice. I want to go on an adventure. So I reached out over into the Devil's Tower area to see if I could get a golf trip. But unfortunately, their golf club has turned private. We could have had a charity tournament, but you can't go golfing. But they put together not only a leather purse from a handmaker up there in Moorcroft, but you get 2 nights stay, dinner at their country club, horseback riding, and then they put together kind of a little itinerary of what else you could do in the Devil's Tower area. So up in that northeast corner of our state, you can have a several-day adventure if you choose. The other adventure that we had the opportunity to do is down in the Saratoga. And you have a 2-night stay in one of the cabins down in the Saratoga area. Couldn't put together a fishing trip, but you can go down and stay and see what you can find there. And then I have one other one that I don't know what kind yet, but I have an opportunity for a firearm. So I'm going to finish that up today on what we have. So we've had men attend, and they've had a blast. And it's so if your spouse or son or grandson, whomever, would like to come, they are more than welcome to come, and they can see if they can outbid their wife on the purse. Good luck.
Darla, tell them about the knife that was donated.
We do. We had a family member up at our hospice home, and their family donated us a hand forged knife. I think the blade's probably 5-6 inches long with a beautiful handle.
Beautiful.
So we do have that knife. Thank you. I'd forgotten about that. It's been in my filing cabinet for a few weeks. We have that. Like I said, we have some very unique jewelry, some Montana silversmith, some turquoise, one that's made out of rocks. Ooh. And we have a little bit of a background on that necklace. We've got handmade soaps. So, you'll be, like I said, it's just like a farm sale where you dig to the bottom of the box to see what all's in it. This purse beside me not only has the blanket on top, but there's also a gift certificate to a place. Plus, underneath this is a whole bunch of items. So this is what, when we get into the auction items and after you receive your purse, then you can go and see. I will let you know that we do have Venmo. We do have credit cards, we do have checks, and we have cash. So we'll be set up to however you want to pay, we'll make it work.
Definitely. Yeah, if you guys are watching online on Facebook or YouTube, we've got some examples here, some really beautiful purses. And of course, they're stuffed with goodies too. So this is just kind of a little sample of what you're in store for here. Coming up here on April 16th, it's Power of the Purse. It is a very special fundraiser for Help for Health Hospice. It's at the Riverton Holiday Inn. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets are just $25. And with that, you get into this fun event. You've got a fajita bar and a raffle entry just with walking in the door with your ticket. So there's all kinds of cool prizes. And you can get your hands on those tickets by calling 856-1206, or you can stop in at 1240 College View Drive. That's Help for Health Hospice here in Riverton. I wanted to say that my grandpa had this really very unique approach to gift giving, right? So he would bring my grandmother to things like this, and he would pay very particular attention to what she liked. And then he was very sneaky, so for something like this, you got to sneakily win that silent auction, get grandma out of there, get that purse in the trunk, and you're set. But we've got Mother's Day, lots of events coming up. If you want to find a really unique gift, this is the place to do it. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. I will say this middle purse here is actually a Parada.
Ooh.
It has a crossbody inside it.
Wow.
So you get actually two with that one.
Cool.
And so, that was donated to us. So it's pretty cool to have the quality, not only, but we have a lot of very high quality purses that we'll be stuffing in the next couple days.
Yeah, really exciting. And, I think for retail shopping, sometimes we're a little bit limited. If we all had the same, there's not that many options. But here, I don't really like to order things like purses online. I'm really a tactile person. I want to see it. I want to know, because you order something online, it ends up being, 2 inches tall, or it's not what you thought. But here, you know what you're getting, and you've got a lot of variety to choose from. Absolutely. Now, Karen, I was wondering, we're coming here together to support Help for Health Hospice, and I'm wondering if you can kind of talk about how important it is that the community does show up for Help for Health, and how important it is to your mission that we are here supporting you in the work that you do.
As a nonprofit organization, every penny that is raised in the community goes to the community. We don't have shareholders, etc. The cost of running the hospice home is about $1 million a year. And as we all know, insurances can be a challenge, and often insurances do not cover the cost of the stay in our hospice home. So we depend on fundraisers and individual donors to continue to operate. We are one of 3 in the entire state of Wyoming that has an inpatient facility. This is a jewel in our community, and we appreciate the support of the community. And if you've never been to our hospice home, we're open 24/7. It's at 1240 College View. You will be surprised. It is so much like a home environment. We do the cooking for our patients. We do their laundry. It is just such personal care that is unmatched in any other facility.
Yes, we are so fortunate, of course, to have Help for Health Hospice here. It is an invaluable service for families and individuals here in the Riverton area. And I didn't know that we're one of 3. My goodness, I think we're pretty lucky here in Riverton and Fremont County, generally speaking, but really puts it into perspective.
It does.
Yes. Now, Darla, for folks who might be listening and saying, oh gosh, I'm going to be out of town on the 16th, but I am just really inspired. I want to give back. I want to support Help for Health. What can those folks do? How can we make donations? What are you looking for?
You can bring your donations up to the hospice home. We also on our website, the Help for Health Hospice WY. You can go on there and do a donation. We have a donation button on it. So either way, we would gladly accept donations because, like Karen says, we don't get a lot of the full reimbursement by any means. And so all of our donations and fundraisers are very important. The one other thing I think that Help for Health also does is we manage our Tough Enough to Help Cancer Fund. And that is for Fremont County patients that are going through a cancer treatment. They can receive up to $800 in a scholarship to help cover some of their expenses. So we do that. But there's really different separate entities, the hospice and the Tough Enough. We just are under the same roof. And that. So, but the Power of the Purse is going to be an extremely fun event. I would like to invite everybody out. If you can get your tickets early, we'd really appreciate it. That way we have a better head count, meal count for people, coming in. And so I'm sure the Holiday Inn will accommodate us. But if I can give them a closer number, we can work with it better.
Absolutely. If you're just tuning in here, we're talking about Power of the Purse. It is a very special fundraiser coming up for Help for Health Hospice. It's on April 16th at the Riverton Holiday Inn. Doors open at 6:30. There'll be a fajita bar. Tickets are just $25. You get dinner and a raffle entry just for walking in the door for a lot of really incredible prizes. Get your tickets by calling 856-1206, or you can stop in at 1240 College View Drive in Riverton. That's Help for Health Hospice. Now, before we go here, guys, I always ask people to give me kind of like their elevator pitch for, why we should get our butts in the door here for Power of the Purse. So I'll do mine. I'm going to do the easy one, and it is because what a fun way to give back and really support a program that we are so fortunate to have here in Riverton and Fremont County. But Darla, what's your little elevator pitch? How can we really kind of turn the corner and get people on the phone with the tickets here?
My thing is let's socialize.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I think we don't do a lot of. Either you're at a sporting event with your kid, or you're doing this, you're doing that. We don't socialize. And I think this is a great opportunity to come out, see some friends, bring friends with you, and meet more friends there, and have a big fun night just socializing.
Absolutely. How about you, Karen?
Well, I'm going to have to disagree with something you said earlier about an avalanche of purses. I personally don't see a problem with that. My perspective is you can't have too many. And come to Power of the Purse. No matter what you weigh, the purses always fit.
Absolutely. Not going to be struggling with the Spanx for this one. You're always going to look great with one of these on your shoulder. So one more time, folks, if you want to get your hands on these tickets, do it early here. Help them get that good meal count. Fajita bar coming up here at Help for Health's Power of the Purse fundraiser on April 16th. That phone number is 856-1206. Or you can always stop in Help for Health and pick up a ticket in person. That's at 1240 College View Drive in Riverton. I wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me this morning.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.